turning knowledge into action is really simple to state, but so difficult to achieve.
We recognize that for some of you, it was a difficult day, but we really felt what we said that day is our mission and our truth, which is that it couldn't just be one day. And that's why we're here today, to carry this momentum forward, to really make an impact on the care we provide and on the outcomes of our infants and families.
So one of the things we want to acknowledge is that there are some common reactions that we all have. If there are some challenges that you're encountering as an individual or within your unit, that you can share those, and maybe you can identify where there are common challenges that we're all facing that feel more universal, and then maybe some that are just unique because of your patient population or your payer mix or your transportation options. And then, of course, pushing us towards solutions.
Our Brave Space Forum is really our big ticket item that has been really warmly received and has made a lot of difference in how we're looking at becoming an anti-racist unit. This is our bulletin board. It's updated every couple of weeks. We like to put definitions on current articles. On this bulletin board, we have different sayings that, if you hear something that doesn't sit well with you, what can you say in the moment to really interrupt that interaction?
There are some specific trigger situations where we see variation in how they're handled based on race. And those tend to be behavioral contracts, calling security, calling CPS. And so that basically, if once you've had that discussion and acknowledged it, then when it happens, you're like, ding, 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 ding. I need to stop and think here. This is one of those trigger situations I need to stop.
The most important thing that we've done, though, is that our coworkers are engaged, grateful, and excited to see these change.
One of the universal challenges that we identified was just the lack of funding and prioritization of this work. I feel like patient families need a certain amount of privilege to even be able to access the resources.
I work in the NICU, I'm a staff nurse, and I'm the lead for the DEI Brave Spaces.
I think maybe unique to our site is we have no funding for the additional work. Doing this, on a daily basis on top of your clinical work, it's definitely worth it, but it's tough.
We often, as physicians and leaders and nursing leaders, do not understand the value of our advocacy, the power of our words, that work surrounded racial equity and inclusion is not just a choice anymore. It's the necessity of the hour. It's been far too delayed. We need to really put money where the mouth is and really act on it. Go back to your administrators and really tell them, what are we going to do about this?
But it's not just you finding your way, it's also your organization. Truly fundamental, the same as finding the money to pay the electricity bill. We have to find the resources to pay the equity bill, and seeing that as a constant journey. And it's just about progress forward.
So we're looking forward to having you continue the conversations with each other and with us so that we can learn about how you are advancing anti-racism in your NICUs today.